Hey guys, wow, goodness, sorry. We are starting super late tonight, and sorry for this very long, rambly intro too. YouTube, man, I'll tell you. I could not get logged in, so I posted over on Twitter that we were having some issues. Finally here. Jeez Louise. Sorry about that. Anyway, okay, somebody commented on the last Q&A that we did, saying that every time that I do one of these Q&A videos, I act like I've never done this before, and this is why. I feel like YouTube is always giving me issues. So anyway, I'm glad that we're here. I'm glad that we got started. We're looking good now. So, man, sorry guys. Sorry about that. Okay, NYC says long time no see. Yeah, so I wasn't here last week, and that is because just some work things came up at the last minute that I had to deal with, and I wasn't happy about it, but had to cancel. Very, very sorry about that. So I wanted to make sure I came back this week, but it was a process. So here we are. Now we're good. And of course, we're going to start out with a comment asking about Luke, and that is totally fine too. I actually just talked to Luke a couple days ago. He called to tell me that he is sending me some more Cord Cutters News mugs. So I wanted to let you guys know I will be keeping a backup for myself just in case this one over here breaks. But I wanted to know if you guys would be interested in having one of those. And I'm thinking next time we do a giveaway, I could find a way to make sure that we stick one of those in the package too. So let me know. And while we're on the topic, I was just talking to our team about a giveaway today, and we would like to plan one soon. Coronavirus kind of threw us off a little bit. But my question for you is, what would you like to see in a giveaway? Let me know, and I will make some notes and pass that along to the team. I feel like that was a really long introduction. I also feel like my camera is in kind of a weird spot, so I'm looking in a weird direction. Man, oh man, let me tell you, today has just been a journey with YouTube. People were saying, yeah, t-shirt. I don't know if that would work for a giveaway just because of the sizing issue. It would take a while to figure out what size we would need to send and all of that. But I would like to get the store back up and running, if that's a possibility, to get some merch out. I know some of you have been asking for shirts and things. Did I move to the West Coast? You see some light behind me? No, it's actually just the sun is kind of going down, but I have a light behind me, and I think it's creating a bit of an illusion here. You want to see what the mug looks like? Absolutely. This is the Cord Cutters News mug. I don't know if you can see with the light. Yeah. So I will have a couple more of those in my possession soon. Luke is sending them my way. All right, yeah, I see some of you telling me your t-shirt sizes, so that's great, but I don't think it'll work for a giveaway. Definitely the mug, though. I'm thinking in the past we've done things like Rokus, we've done like Fire TV devices. Maybe we could get a Tivo Stream 4K. Something like that. So let me know what you would be into if you want like gift certificates for different streaming services or anything like that. If you want to give me some ideas, I will take some notes. All right, Movie Fan says, is Amazon upgrading the 4K Fire Stick anytime soon? I have not heard anything. If we do hear anything, even a rumor, we will post about it. We've not heard anything, and I've said this before, but I think coronavirus kind of slowed down a lot of plans and things for new devices, so we will just have to wait and see. Johnny says, what is up with Pluto TV? Yeah, they're making some changes. We found out this week that Pluto TV added a bunch of new channels. They reorganized their channel lineup, and they're adding some more content from CBS. So all good things in my opinion. They're just trying to make their free streaming service a little easier to navigate. So I think it's great. If you have feedback, let us know. We'll pass that along to Pluto TV. But yeah, I think I'm really happy about it. But let me know what you guys think. Brett says, heard news about Warner Media CEO putting pressure on Amazon to carry HBO Max by the holidays. Yeah, we posted about that earlier too. The Warner Media CEO said, the holidays are coming up. People are looking to buy streaming services for themselves and as gifts. So if you want people to want your devices, you need to start carrying our streaming service. And I think that was a good point. And I think that they are putting the pressure on. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. The thing is, I don't know that one person is to blame. I think that there are things that both sides are looking for, and they just need to come to some kind of agreement. So we will see what happens there. Bill was here earlier and I wasn't here yet. Yeah, I posted over on Twitter. Having some difficulties. I was trying to log into YouTube and it kept redirecting me to a different website and it wouldn't let me in. I could not figure it out. I was actually on a Slack chat with Philip asking him for advice about how to get logged in, and he thankfully saved me. He had a suggestion of trying something else, so finally got logged in and got here. I was about 10 minutes late, maybe a little more, so I'm very, very sorry about that, but here now and here to answer your questions. Diva says YouTube is tripping. Yeah, honestly. I was having issues the last couple weeks with YouTube. I have no idea what's going on, so I don't know. I'll ask somebody smarter than me to look into it tomorrow. All right, let's see. NYC says, do you see Disney Plus doing more premiere tier movies, considering not everyone is going back to cinemas as long as COVID is around? To be honest, yes. I do see them doing more premiere tier movies. They have not commented on it yet. They said that they're using Mulan as just sort of a test to see what happens. So I think depending on how Mulan does, how much money they make from it, honestly, that's going to determine whether or not they try doing that again. I think that it could potentially be a model for them, just if enough people end up renting, like long-term renting Mulan. I guess you sort of own it for as long as you have a Disney Plus subscription. But if enough people do that, I think that they will definitely capitalize on that and do it for more movies. Bill says Peacock Free is mostly just ads and Roku wants some ad money. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there. Peacock Free does have a lot of ads, but they have a lot of good content too, so I would say well worth it. Any news on YouTube TV adding the NFL Network before the season start? I have not heard anything. We will keep an eye out on that though. I think I have an alert set up that if anyone mentions NFL Network anywhere, I will get a notification. Tom, hello from Malibu. Hello from Cleveland. I think it's probably a little bit nicer out in California right now. Steve wants to know if anyone has Locast and does not pay. Unfortunately, Locast is not in my area. I wish it was. I would definitely use it. But yeah, Locast is technically a free service, although they do ask for a $5 donation. If you don't make that donation, they will hound you until you do make it. So some people say that it's not free. Technically it is because it's not required that you make that donation, but they definitely ask for it pretty frequently. So, but otherwise, I think Locast seems like a great service. And again, I wish they had it here. I would definitely use it for getting some local channels. Richard says, Jess, for the giveaway, how about the new Channel Master Tivo DVR? Yeah, let me make a note of that. I have so many notes sitting here beside me, so okay, I think we're good now. Yeah, so for those of you who didn't see my post earlier today, Channel Master is pairing up with Tivo, and they are doing that so that they can make DVRs more accessible for people using OTA antennas. So very cool. I think it makes sense. I think it's a good partnership. They are launching a new Tivo Edge DVR this month, actually. It's already available over on the Channel Master over on the Channel Master website. So if you're interested, you can head over there. We posted about it over on quirkittersnews.com if you are looking for some more info. Let's see here. I have all kinds of programs trying to open up and I don't want them. Becca, hi Becca. I'm late, but I love your new setting for the Q&A. Thank you so much. This is the only clean part of my apartment. Fun fact. I think that I sent Becca some pictures of the rest of this place, but cleaned up for the pictures. So Becca used to work with us over at Cord Cutters News. She worked for Luke, and we are super, super happy that Becca is back as a writer now. So welcome back, Becca. We posted her first post on Cord Cutters News this week, and it was awesome. So if you were looking for some kids movies to watch on Amazon Prime, look for Becca's post over at Cord Cutters News. All right, Movie Fan says, Locast is not bad for local channels, but the ads for the $5 donation will run every 2 minutes. Yeah, that's what we hear a lot. So if you can put up with that, great. If not, just pay the $5 a month. Tomorrow, Verizon Wireless is going to have free Disney Plus and Hulu ESPN Plus forever, as long as you are a customer and on the most expensive plan. Yeah, so we posted about that. Look for that Verizon post over at Cord Cutters News. We posted about, there are a handful of new unlimited plans that include Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus. Some of them have just Disney Plus. Excuse me, sorry. Some of them have just one of those services. Some of them are only for 6 months. Some of them are every month. There's a lot going on over there. But yeah, Verizon has some new plans, and they have lots of good add-ons like that, all for free, with the cost of your plan. All right, lots of comments about Locast. I would say in general, what I hear from people using Locast is that it's a really good service. They offer local channels for free. People love that. But yeah, that $5 donation notification is super annoying, so just be ready for that. Let's Arts Live says, what are some of the best antennas for cord cutters so you can get football and news, local news without paying for it, and maybe PBS? We actually have a post coming up next week with some of our suggestions for the best indoor antennas, and then I'll make sure that we get another one for best outdoor antennas, just depending on your personal preference. So look for that soon, but if anyone in the chat wants to comment about your favorite antenna or what's worked for you, please do. And Let's Art Live, look for some comments here. Personally, I use a Mohu Leaf. I think that's how you pronounce it, Mohu. It works really well just because of where I'm located. I'm in an apartment building surrounded by big brick buildings, so I only get about 12 channels, but I know a lot of people here get a ton of channels. So if anyone has recommendations, share them in the chat, please. Colin says, I'm sorry I'm late, and Colin, totally fine. I was also late, so here we are. We're all in this together. Bill says, Clear Channel 2x4 is a good antenna. Clearstream 4 Max. Even old rabbit ears will work. With Mohu, I get 49 channels. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so jealous about how many channels you get, Bill. Yeah, I would definitely recommend an antenna for those of you who are asking. Definitely. It's a really good way to get a bunch of local channels for free, depending on where you're at. G Money wants to know if the situation with my neighbors improved. I'm not sure how much I filled you guys in on. I can't remember. It's a lot less noisy up here. There was a lot of construction noise whenever I was down on a different floor. I have moved up a few floors, and it's much more quiet over here, so I'm very, very grateful for that. Let's see. Bill says he lives in North Austin, and he gets 49 channels. Yeah, it really just depends on where you live. All right, if anyone else has any questions, the chat has quieted down a bit. Lots of people welcoming back Becca. Yeah, yay. Very excited to have Becca back on the team. You want to know what state I live in? I am in Cleveland, Ohio, but I am right downtown, so I'm surrounded by buildings, and I think that gets in the way of me getting my channels. Kevin says, who runs Stir? It seems like it has the same live channels as Pluto. Seems the same for Plex, Redbox, too many to choose from. Stir is owned by Sinclair Broadcasting. Pluto is owned by Viacom CBS. And then Plex and Redbox. Yeah, there's also Zumo, Tubi. I will say a lot of these free streaming services have a lot of the same channels. So it is a lot to choose from, but I will say that the options are kind of great because they're all free. You can try out as many as you want. There's no risk. So you can really just find the interface that works best for you. So a lot of people do like Pluto. I think that it's set up really well. Pluto has a lot of channels that the other ones don't because it is owned by Viacom CBS. So you'll find a lot of Viacom and CBS content. They have a lot of like Nickelodeon stuff. They have like MTV, VH1, lots of good stuff. They also sometimes will have shows from CBS All Access. So like whenever Picard aired on CBS All Access, they did some episodes over on Pluto too. So really just personal preference. Jacob, wants to know about the contact us section on the website. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. So I've been working for weeks with our tech team trying to get the contact us section back up and running. I'm not sure what the deal is. It was whenever we updated the site, something happened where that page is now broken. So you get an error message whenever you try to email me. So, very frustrating, trust me, I'm feeling it too. If you want to email me, you can send anything over to Jess at cordcuttersnews.com. It will come straight to me. I agree, Cleveland does rock. I love my city. I'm glad that you agree. Becca wants to know what my favorite show to binge watch is right now. Ooh, good question. I have been watching some very trashy reality TV. I've been watching 90 Day Fiancé. If you haven't watched it, my gosh, you guys, what a wild adventure that show is. But I would love to hear from all of you. What shows are you binge watching? I asked on the Facebook page quite a while ago, and I'm finally getting a post together with some recommendations, so look out for that this weekend, hopefully. Time permitting, as always. Chris says, I like Pluto, Tubi, and Crackle for free content. I like Pluto, found a lot of nice movies and indie movies. Let's see. Yeah, lots of good suggestions for free services in the chat. All of those are really great options. And something else to point out is that a lot of times you'll find some very random movie titles, a lot of classics for both TV and movies. You'll find those on these free services. It's like hidden gems that you can search for. So if you are interested in classic TV and movies, definitely check those out. All right, we're getting some good binge watch suggestions. The new Twilight Zone, ooh, so good. Highly recommend that on CBS All Access. The West Wing and Criminal Minds, binge watching The Big Bang Theory. Yeah, you can find that over on HBO Max. Diva says, before I got my Roku, I got a few nice channels. Which channels are you watching, Diva? Please let me know. Becca is watching NCIS right now, but started Criminal Minds and loved it. I'm hearing Criminal Minds over and over lately. I don't think I've ever watched that. Oh, Jermaine says, has anyone tried IMDb's movie section? Yes, I will say that there are ads and that can be really, really annoying, but that's true with any free service. But IMDb TV does have some good stuff. Diva does not like the new Twilight Zone. Let Arts Live loves the old Twilight Zone. Yeah, there's a new one over on CBS All Access. Jordan Peele is the producer, director, I'm not sure which, but really, really good. Not for everyone. Diva's not a fan. Fair enough. I know with these reboots, it's a little hit or miss. Daryl wants to know if there's anything good sci-fi related coming up. I think we just posted something recently. We've also been posting some new horror stuff. Bloody Disgusting is a company that's making a new horror channel. It'll be out just before Halloween. Shudder also has some new movies if you're into horror movies. But if anyone knows of any good sci-fi content, leave that in the chat too, please. Yeah, lots of love for Pluto TV. I would say that's probably the most popular. It definitely has the most viewers of all of the free streaming services, but there are so many good options. Crackle is one that is coming out with some original content, which is pretty exciting for a free service. I will say too, Stir is really good if you're looking for news for free, if you're not picky necessarily about where it comes from. With Stir, you can choose your Stir city, so you just choose the city closest to you, and it'll give you more localized news, sports, weather, and stuff. Let Arts Live says, does CBS All Access charge? Yes. I think it's $7 a month. Someone correct me if I have that number wrong. But you can often find codes to get a whole month for free, where you can get that subscription and binge watch a show if you're interested in that. Jacob says, do you know when Netflix The Hunted season 2 is coming out? I do not have a date for that, but I feel like I just read that somewhere else. There's another website called What's on Netflix, and that's a really, really good one where he posts as soon as he hears about the dates that new shows are coming out. It's really hard to stay on top of because Netflix comes out with so much content. So if you are interested in Netflix specifically, that's a really good website to check out. Bill says Newsmax is also available for free. Yep. Just depends on what you're looking for. My Daily Side. Hi, nice to see you here. Always good to see a friendly face. Anthony says it seems like they go back and forth between who is better. Are you talking about with the free services? My thing is I love all free streaming services. Big fan, love them, can't get enough of it. So anytime I see a new one, I get excited all over again. There are a lot to choose from, but I think the more options, the better because there's no risk. They're all for free. Okay, Chris, thank you for correcting me. CBS All Access is $5 a month with commercials, $10 without commercials. Thank you. Sorry, I said 7 and I don't know what I was thinking. These all kind of blur together after some point, so thank you for correcting me. G-Money says free is good, and I completely agree. Speaking of that, I want to let you guys know that tomorrow I am going on Whisper Internet's Facebook live show, so if you search for them over on Facebook, you'll find it. I'll post a link on Twitter tomorrow whenever I get it from them, but I think that we're just going to be talking all about free streaming services on there tomorrow, so really excited to talk to the guys. They're really funny. I like them a lot. I think you guys will like them, so if you are interested in hearing me talk for an hour again this week, tune in tomorrow. Daryl says, God, when I was younger, we had 3 channels. Yeah, I remember those days too before we got cable. Not a whole lot to choose from. Oh, my camera keeps going in and out of focus. There we go. G-Money says I'm on my 2nd free month of CBS All Access. Yeah, same. I keep getting it a month free, and then I will end my subscription, and I'll start it back up again when I get another free code. My Daily Side says the free streaming app Peacock has a lot of issues. I'm sorry to hear that. The biggest complaint that I'm hearing about Peacock Free is that it only offers a couple episodes of a show, and then you have to pay if you want the whole season, and I agree, that's very frustrating. Jermaine says free is my favorite price, so I will be there. Yes, same. Love a good free streaming service, as you all know. Brett, oh yeah, good point, Brett. You can also get CBS All Access, $99 for a full year. That's what I do. Yeah, definitely a good suggestion. I tend to go month by month just because I'm a little fickle and I like switching from one service to another. It just got really, really dark in here. Sorry about that. I need to work on a lighting situation. We always start these at 8 o'clock, so it's like the sun's going down, things are changing, and now I'm sitting here in a dark cave. Sorry about that, guys. I have a ring light somewhere. I'll get that set up for next week. Colin says, Jess, did you guys write a post about Apple TV and CBS All Access and Showtime for $9.99? Yes, we did. Over on quirkcuttersnews.com, you will find that post. Chris wants to know if there's any news on HBO on Amazon. No, unfortunately. The latest news is that the people in charge of HBO Max are putting some pressure on these companies to make deals by the end of the year. They want them there by the holiday season. They're telling people that they're telling Roku and Amazon you'll have better luck selling your devices if you have our streaming service available, and I think that's a good point. Oh, good. No one's too upset about how dark it is in here. I feel like I'm sitting in a cave, but thank you. Oh, Striker, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. That's super nice. I swear I just come in here to like get a compliment and boost my ego a little bit every week. Lillard, no new news about the Verizon streaming TV box, but let me make a note. I keep forgetting to dig into that a little more. I will do that tomorrow. Chris says it would be so much easier so that you could use an Alexa. Yeah, definitely. I think that there would be a ton of benefits to HBO Max being available on Amazon and Roku. The thing is, I think it's both sides having issues. They can't come to an agreement, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. My Daily Side says, how is Luke? Anything new with him? Yeah, I said at the beginning, I know a lot of you weren't here yet. Luke is doing great. Just talked to him this week. He is settling into his house. He has not finished unpacking yet, from what I hear. Telling all of his secrets right now. He called to let me know that he has some more Cord Cutters news mugs for me. So as I mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to try to find a way to add those to a giveaway that we will hopefully have coming up soon. So if you are interested in that, also please let me know what else you would like to see in a giveaway. If there are any streaming devices that you've had your eye on, let me know and I'll make some notes and pass it along to the team so that we can keep talking about a giveaway. Richard says, I saw the new Star Trek Below Decks on Pluto TV over the weekend. Didn't like it much. I'm a hardcore fan. Yeah, definitely not for everybody. I've been hearing mixed reviews about that also. Haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. Brett is liking Luke's new channel, Guy Reviews. Yeah, he has been doing news shows where he's going over things not cord cutting related. So if you're interested, check that out. Becca says, what are your thoughts on HBO Max? Any favorite shows that I should watch? I just realized I had it because I have Hulu Live and an HBO add-on. Yeah, definitely. So if anyone has suggestions about what to watch on HBO Max, leave them in the chat for Becca. What have I been watching? Oh, I watched the Downton Abbey movie, which if you're a fan, great. What else did I watch? I normally use a Roku and an Amazon Fire TV. So I haven't watched a whole lot yet just because it's hard to watch HBO Max for me. I have to watch on my iPad or something. It's a little annoying. But if any of you have found something that you love on HBO Max, leave it in the chat. Oh, one more. Becca, I'm not sure if you're into true crime, but there is a show called I'll Be Gone in the Dark, and it is about the Golden State Killer and Michelle McNamara, who wrote a book about it, where she was on a search to solve that crime. She's married to Patton Oswalt, who I really like a lot, so he's in that documentary. It just kind of follows her journey. Definitely, you're into true crime. Perfect. Yeah, I would recommend I'll Be Gone in the Dark. Chris is watching Big Bang Theory and Doctor Who. Kevin is watching Looney Tunes and Studio Ghibli on HBO Max. Awesome. Daryl says, you're showing me the answering common questions are redundant and difficult to do. I don't mind answering them over and over. If someone new pops in and has a question, that's what I'm here for. If you're new to cord cutting, I know it can be overwhelming, so happy to answer those common questions. Alan says, good evening. Pluto TV adds 12 new channels to their lineup this week. Yes, we got a post out about that, and thank you for the heads up on that, Alan. Alan is the best and is always letting me know about new channels on free services. Pluto added 12 new channels in addition to rearranging their lineup a bit to make it a little more user-friendly. My Daily Side says, I am here for Jess and her knowledge. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, more than happy to answer questions. And sometimes you guys know more about different things than me, so it's great to have this chat where we can all share our experiences and share what we know. Jermaine says, watching Barry, Veep, Doom Patrol, and Doctor Who on HBO Max. Yeah, I forgot about Veep. What a great show. People have compared my dance moves to Julia Louis-Dreyfus on Seinfeld, so I'm a fan of hers and will watch anything that she's in. Probably shouldn't have given away that little fun fact about myself, but here we are. It's a Wednesday night. You never know what's going to happen. Let's see here. Have I seen the new Star Trek Discovery yet? I have not. To be honest, I'm not a big Star Trek fan. I never really got into it. Luke is a huge Star Trek fan. So definitely pop over to his Guy Reviews channel sometime and ask him about that. I'm sure he has some thoughts. But no, I have not seen it. Oh, okay, yeah, good suggestion, Richard. Richard says, Jess, for people looking for good antenna info for TV, go to the Antenna Man here on YouTube. It's a good place for antenna advice. Definitely, he has a really good channel where he answers a lot of common questions. Definitely would recommend that. Bill says, WZTS on Roku is Cozy TV. Awesome. Good to know. Cozy TV is also available on lots of live streaming services and some free ones. Yeah, everyone's making fun of the dancing thing. Yeah, I promise. It's accurate. So I will not be displaying that here on the YouTube channel, but there we are. Michael says, are you a Star Wars fan? I am. I do not know all of the ins and outs. I don't really care about Star Wars canon so much. I just really enjoy the movies. So I'm here for the entertainment. I am a fan. Lillard says, did you find out anything about the NFL ticket? Because football season is next month. Yes, we have some posts coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that about NFL Sunday Ticket. We have some stuff about NFL Game Pass and just in general how to watch NFL games, so those will be coming out soon. Jermaine says, with some of these streaming services now carrying other services, a lot of us are going to have a new problem, paying for multiple services that overlap. Yeah, I think that's been a problem for a while, unfortunately, but I'm not sure what the solution is just yet, to be honest. I guess it's just sort of playing around with your lineup and seeing what's going to work best for you and for your budget. Colin wants to know if I've ever been to Disneyland or Disney World. Yes, I went to Disney World when I was a freshman in high school, so it has been quite a while. I liked it a lot. Splash Mountain is my favorite for those who are interested. Diva says, you are very appreciated, a good fit for cord cutters. Basically, Luke picked a female version of himself. I will take that as a compliment for sure. Yeah, Luke was the best boss. I absolutely loved working for him. He taught me well. And I have accused him of preparing me for this job way before it happened, which I am very, very grateful for. So thank you. I will definitely take that as a compliment. I am so, so grateful for this job. I feel like I have the absolute best job, so I'm happy to be here. Yeah, Becca misses Luke too. He was honestly the best possible boss, so he is very missed. Willie Talk says, do you know anything about this Network and Apollo? I'm not sure which network you're talking about, Willie. I haven't heard anything about Apollo lately, so I'm not sure, but I will look into it if you want to let me know what network you're talking about. Chris says, did see the post about Roku adding 12 new channels. What new channels were added? That is a great question. Let me see if I can pull up that post real quick. Or if Alan wants to answer. Alan is definitely my go-to when it comes to new content on free services. Let's see, I have the post pulled up here. The new channels that were added were Pluto Fantastic. There's a dedicated Three's Company channel, which a lot of people were very, very excited about. Western TV, there's a channel called The Rifleman. Pluto Suspense, Johnny Carson TV, Classic TV Comedy, Classic TV Drama, Demand Africa, Dabble, Pluto Love Stories, and a channel called Loop. So those are the 12 new channels. Oh, thanks guys. Thank you, Becca. I really enjoy working with Becca. And Tamara is still here too. Tamara is one of the OG Cord Cutters news writers also. So we are happy to have the team back together. Brett, sorry, I didn't see your question earlier. Has Cord Cutters News thought about joining Nebula? To be honest, I don't know what Nebula is, but I would love to hear more about it if you could share some info. My daily side says I'm going to delete Peacock. It's too limited. And that's the great thing about cord cutting, is that you can pause your subscriptions, come back to it later if you feel like it, but you are not locked into a annual contract unless you pay for a full year. So yeah, very nice that you can just walk away from it and come back if you decide to later. NYC says, Cord Cutters News and Guy Reviews are in my top 5 favorite YouTube channels. Thank you so much. Very happy to hear that. Judy says, I barely watched any movies, got a message from my internet provider that I was already at 75% usage, and I thought, wow, that is crazy, and I'm sorry to hear that. We do have a couple of posts over on Cord Cutters News about how to make sure that you stay under your data cap, but yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not a fan of data caps. Jermaine says, I need to find a service that has a Miami Vice channel. Oh my gosh, Miami Vice, great show. I would say Pluto will have one at some point. They love doing those dedicated channels. Colin wants to know what cell phone carrier I have. What do you think of changes coming to Verizon's unlimited plan? I actually have Verizon. I'm on a family plan. I have my brother on my plan with me. I switch every once in a while when I have the opportunity, and I'm very interested in these new unlimited plans, but we'll definitely have to take some time to look at the pricing. Also curious, does anyone have that new Verizon credit card? I have read a lot about it, but have not signed up myself. Michael wants to know, is Netflix doing paid movies? They've had a couple that they've put in theaters for limited runs so that they could be eligible for award shows. But other than that, I don't think that they're doing any paid movies. They could, because they do produce movies, so they could, in theory, produce them and then distribute them through places like iTunes, Redbox, Fandango Now, stuff like that. But they have not done that I know of. Let Arts Live says, I'm so happy the Baywatch commercial is over on Pluto. It was every 5 minutes forever, and it was so loud. Yeah, that is the one thing on these free streaming services. It seems like it's the same 5 commercials over and over. And if I see that Charmin commercial with the bears on Hulu one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. So I think we're all in the same boat with that. We are so tired of the same commercials. Lillard wants to know if there's anything new on Roku. Tamara just wrote a post that we put up, I think at 5 o'clock Eastern time today, that there are some new kids channels on Roku, so that's pretty exciting. They are constantly adding to the Roku channel, lots of free content over there. G-Money, oh, the Siesta Key commercial, yes, I've been hearing about that so much too. That one doesn't show up for me quite as much, but man, oh man. Oh, people are saying, yeah, to like the video, please. That really helps us. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for the reminder, guys. I always forget to be promoting myself while I'm on here. Jermaine says, Jason Momoa got his start on Baywatch Miami and later Baywatch Hawaii. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. I've never been a big Baywatch watcher. All right, let's see. Oh, good question, Alan. What do you think about the new shuffle button on Netflix? Has anyone seen this? I don't have it on mine. I wasn't one of the lucky few who got the shuffle button, but I like it in theory. It's so funny because Netflix has tried this out a few different times. I linked to a couple of different posts whenever we posted about this one. So I think that they really want the shuffle button to happen, but it just hasn't worked out yet. So definitely interested to know what you guys think about that. If you have it, what do you think? If you don't have it yet, would you want to use it? Let me know. NYC says, do you see Hulu rolling out internationally? It'll be a good asset for Disney since they're getting the rights back to Marvel Defenders from Netflix. So there was a plan for Hulu to roll out internationally. They talked about this. They had a timeline set up, and then Disney bought the majority shares of Hulu, and those plans kind of went out the window. And now Disney is doing some other international stuff, and plans for Hulu have been put on hold. So we're not sure if they will pick that up again in the future or what's going on there. Everything's a little up in the air right now from what I understand. So I will definitely do a full post about that, but I was trying to wrap my head around it a bit. Aaron likes the Charmin commercials. They're quite entertaining. When I see the bears on, and that bear on the Snuggle commercial, it's cute. They are very cute. I just cannot handle that same commercial over and over. Bill says that Dish will still install an antenna for you. So for those who are asking about antennas. Okay, Michael says what I meant was like with Disney Plus and Mulan, does Netflix plan on joining with them? As far as I know, no. The movies that Netflix makes, I believe, will continue to be free with your Netflix subscription. I have not heard anything about them doing premium. That could change, who knows, but for now, that's what we know. PBS Explorer, I use an antenna and get 28 channels. Still more than me. I feel like I'm the lowest at 12 over here. All right, just a couple more questions and then we're going to wrap it up. I know we started late today and I apologize. I will try to do better next week. I'll try to start early next week maybe. Let Arts Live says Spectrum Internet is slower than they say and sometimes it crashes during a movie. I haven't had too many issues with it. Whenever I first moved here last summer, my Spectrum Internet was out for almost an entire week, which was awful. I had to go to the office building next door to use their Wi-Fi. It was a mess, but I haven't had too many issues lately. But you are not alone. I do hear a lot of people with Spectrum saying that they're having internet outage issues lately. I think with a lot more people being working from home and doing school from home, I think that they have been having some more issues. My daily side's 73 channels with OTA. Jeez Louise, I am jealous. Let Arts Live says I'm thinking about FiOS, but they make you lock in for 2 years. Yeah, man. Not fun. I don't like being locked into any kind of contracts. Will there be another news channel? What kind of news channel are you looking for? There are lots available. All right. Okay, guys, I think that we are going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for bearing with me in the beginning of all of this. What a mess that was. Big thank you to Philip for solving my issue for me, and hopefully I will not have as difficult a time next week. But thank you all for being here. Really appreciate you. Good to see Becca here. Everyone welcome Becca back to Cord Cutters News. And thank you for all of your questions. This was a lot of fun. So, yeah, thanks again, and I will see you all next week.